Get the latest Cave Crush and Inside the Cave gear at cavecrushshop.com. Last time on Inside the Cave.
Did CB ask the color of a booty hole?
Cat, your booty hole dark?
I knew that was coming. Wait, what? Did Sly ask if a woman prefer to get beat on or cheat on?
Ladies, which is easier to forgive for you, being cheated on or being physically abused?
Who comes up with this shit? That's what I want to know.
Wait, what? Did Roland say Quincy Jones told him that he saw Ray Charles shooting heroin in his penis?
Quincy Jones had admitted to knowing that Ray Charles shot heroin in his penis. Now, here's the question you got to ask yourself. One, Quincy, how do you know that? And two, why would you tell anybody? Stop.
Wait, what? Has Roland been condemned from his church home?
Oh,
Did Cat tell Joe to put his back into it? Did Sly call Cat V-neck a double H shirt? Did Cat call out all men and say we was the bitch in a relationship sometime?
she sure did.
She sure said that. Wait, what? And did Velle return out on bail, fresh out of jail, California, dreaming? Wait, what?
It's time to go inside the cave. Inside the cave.
Inside the Cave.
Films.
Welcome back Inside the Cave, InsideTheCavePodcast.com, CaveCrushShop.com, TheCavePodcast.com. Go there now, CaveCrushShop.com. New shirts available all the time. We gotta put a promo code. Promo code for the new Slide t-shirts. We got a couple people that won some and bought some, looking for a discount. Here we go. Here's a promo code. Hey, here we go, Velle. Give me a slick promo code for Sly. You name it. You're back.
I was gonna say, just tell them to type in truth.
Truth. There you go. Buy the new Sly Tell the Truth t-shirts for Inside the Cave, and that use the promo code Truth, and you'll get some kind of discount on all the shirts. I gotta call Big Dog and see what kind of discount he's giving out. He's a hard ass when it comes to that kind of shit. Him and Cousin Lamar. They don't believe in them discounts, so you will get something off. So use the promo code TRUTH, CaveCrushShop.com.
Be sure to spell it for him, CB. Tell him ain't no F in truth.
Right. So the TRUTH. Where the teacher at on the show?
There you go.
TRUTH. Or do you want to get clever with it? You want to spell it truth? TURUFF?
No, don't do it.
Don't do that. Don't encourage illiteracy, please. Don't encourage that.
Okay. All right. I am CB at I'm the Real CB. We have a loaded show today. The intro will be real short. So next to me always is here the returning Velle.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Brothers, sisters, brothers. What's going on, man? Another week.
Cousin Lamar.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's good? How y'all doing?
The lovely, the beautiful, the talented Cat.
Hello, everybody.
Last week's MVP, according to most listeners.
Oh, yeah, I vouched for her for that. MVP.
I don't want to make any kind of sense on this show. Y'all don't be making no damn sense sometimes.
Yeah, that's what the feedback is saying. Also with us today, the Cleves Report podcast, new episode up right now. Roland.
What's up?
Roland.
Mr. Controversy once again.
Hey, where is that podcast located at? Where is that Cleves Report? Where can people listen to that?
They can listen to it on Google Play, on iTunes, TuneIn, and I believe Stitcher.
Okay, cool. We gotta check that out. Hey, before we get started, let me just say this. Congratulations to Deja Williams. I shouldn't say her last name. Remind me to edit that. Deja, for winning a free t-shirt at from cavecrushshop.com. She joined the what's the group? The Facebook group, Slide's Facebook group. She answered a great question. I'm hoping Cousin Lamar can read what her response to it later on for everybody who's not part of the group. We asked in the group to give us your best girl-on-girl story, and she was the brave soul and gave a hell of an answer. T-shirt worthy. So shout out to Deja. Congratulations. We'll get into that later on. And also shout out to Shell. She answered a question in there and won a free T-shirt too. See, that's what you got to do. Join Inside the Cave podcast group. You will get something. You know, we shouldn't even be giving you people nothing. We've been entertaining you all for the past 3 years. You should be giving us. But look, see the type of people we are. We're giving back. So there you go. Shout out to everybody there. The 500th person to join the group, and whoever adds them, you will get a free T-shirt too. We're showing love. In the words of the Washington Wizards, everybody eats, B. You heard they taking Cameron's thing, or Ace from Paid in Full. Everybody eats. So yeah, join in, all right? All right, shout out to everybody else, new subscribers and everything else. Don't forget to shop cavecrushshop.com and listen to us if you don't have any of the other things on InsideTheCavePodcast.com. You can actually leave live feedback on that website while you listen. All right, especially if you're on Facebook, it makes it real easy for you. All right, let's get into this listeners' feedback with Cousin Lamar.
Got an opinion? Let your voice be heard. Want to change the direction of the show? Talk your tell us how you really feel. I might just say how I feel. Listeners' feedback with Cousin Lamar on Inside the Cave.
We got a lot of them this week, cuz. What we doing this week, man?
Yeah, I see. I'm like, damn. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read all these.
Yeah.
All right, so first up, we got Jeremy. Jeremy writes in saying, you nailed it with black people not supporting each other compared to white people. 100. I'm not as big a fan of Obama as CB, but I do find it hypocritical that we are quick to support others in the black community that have done far less and give Obama a hard time.
Yeah, I actually got another response to that. I'm gonna do it in Around the Cave. I'm gonna go in. Black Bill O'Reilly style. I'm going in, brother.
Oh, damn.
Listen in, Jeremy. I got something for you. You guys remember Jeremy? Yeah, he used to work with that one group we had with us. Velle, you remember him. All right, go ahead, cuz. What else we got?
All right, so next up we got Carol. Carol writes in, she says, why would you, CB, do a live show on Facebook in a group that all your listeners are not in, and it wasn't shared for all of us to see? How did you all come to the conclusion that she is sleeping around because she learned how to cook a dish? Let Kat have her corner to herself. The guys are more messy than women because there is no logic to the statements. Damn.
Well, the reason why we didn't do a live show for everybody on Facebook to see, because we promoted it as being exclusive to the Facebook group. That's why you should join. Duh.
And if you listen to every other 100th show that we did, you will know our purpose as men on the show is to give the opposite of Kat's advice,
which is also known to better advice.
Hey, that's neither here nor there. Could be.
But how did we come to? She had to be sleeping around. How all of a sudden, Velle, you nailed it? How all of a sudden you learn how to cook? You had to be sleeping around.
Simple. Kale to collard greens, brother.
Yeah, simple.
Yams to sweet potatoes. You said it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, in the words of another comedian, a white woman goes into a black man, how many times? As many times as he want her to. I'm sure I probably fucked that joke up. But anyway, all right, cuz, what else we got?
Edit. Damn, right. Make sure you edit that shit out, man. All right, next up we got Lance. Lance writes in, he says, bro, you know I drive trucks and I listen at night. I thought it was a message from the National Weather Forecast interrupting the show. I didn't know who Velle was till I heard the wait what part. Welcome back. Then he says, Roland, I followed your Quincy Jones story with a better one. How does Roland know that Quincy shot heroin in Ray Charles' dick and why?
I resent the implication. The same place that CB heard of the story in GQ. He did an interview. He self-snitched. Listen, I wasn't privy to the information. I didn't know what Ray Charles was doing in his spare time, but apparently Quincy Jones did. And he caused many cool points and totally threw away the fact that he dated in 2017.
Still self-snitching. I just read that article, and he is super snitching.
Cat, did you see the one in Vulture he did? He was a motherfucker. He fucked Ivanka Trump. He was talking about Marlon Brando's fucking Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I think Quincy Jones might have dementia.
He might have dementia, or he might be out of fuck. Like he might be at 0 pucks right now. In reality, most of the people he's talking about are dead. Like what they gonna do? Like
it's impossible to give that the least of a fuck. That's how
this is the same guy, Quincy Jones. This is the same guy that said Michael Jackson was greedy, but he got 22 girlfriends.
Got a point.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. 22, 27, but he called MJ greedy.
Dang.
Hey, all right, here's a joke. One goes into 22, Velle, as many times as he wants to. There you go. That's the joke I'm looking for. Did I fuck it up?
Hey, but you know what? On the flip side, it always seems like Inside the Cave always has an inside scoop on stuff. We reported this last week, and now it's coming out on bigger platforms than us. So good job on that, Roland.
Hey, Velle, be it me, the conspiracy theorist, to bring this up. But I'm glad you mentioned that, because me and CB have been talking, we've been going through the X-Files, and we've been noticing that a lot of those platforms kind of been peeping some things that we've already peeped.
Hey.
We might got some secret closet listeners. That's all.
I think so.
I think we got a rat. We got a rat in here.
Hey.
We got a rat. I smell a rat.
All I know is
you smell Troy Ave?
we got some leakers. We got more leaks in the White House in here.
All I know is I thought I was the only and first one saying wait what like that, and then somebody on the show put me on to somebody else using the line, but that's neither here nor there.
Who said that? All right, what else we got, cuz?
Thanks for listening, by the way.
All right, next up we got Anonymous. Anonymous writes in saying, I ain't know what happened. I thought North Korea was dropping the bomb on us. You are a bad influence on Cleve's report. He's sounding more and more like CB, and that ain't good. Then he says, suggestion. Remember when In Living Color would do a halftime show? Inside the Cave should do a halftime podcast on Facebook Live.
Yeah, we're too late for that. Maybe next year.
All right, and remind me to edit this out.
All right, next up we got Michelle. Michelle, she writes in saying, will the real Cleves report please stand up?
Oh, yeah, that's one of Roland's fans right here.
She be killing me. She be dragging the shit out of me.
It's one of Cat's friends.
Uh-oh. All right, so she's saying... all right, she said she sent the Cleves report a message telling him it's in his best interest to not come on Inside the Cave because it's not doing anything for his cause. We assumed it wasn't edited on purpose, the statements on dating ugly white women. The issue is black men's treatment to women in general, and you guys shouldn't be encouraging that behavior.
And I think it's the last time we heard from Michelle. In the slide segment, she comes back on again. But Roland, what you think about that? For those who don't know what happened, I think a couple episodes ago, Roland, I thought I edited most of it out. But Roland had, who are you talking about, Ro?
Basketball player, ex-basketball player Baron Davis. He got him a snowflake, but it looked like the snowflake is melted.
Damn.
It's pretty bad. He's 30. I want to say he's 38. She's 50.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And she's very, very unattractive.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is what puzzles me. First of all, Michelle, appreciate you listening. I don't know if she listens to Cleve's Report anymore, but she's definitely an avid Inside the Cave listener. So apparently she likes the fuckery. So, it's that saying that goes, they'll turn you before you turn them. So yes, you're right. I am turning into one of these heathen cave members, but I think we all have it in us. But I just don't understand how it turned into the mistreatment of women. I was talking about.
Apparently, you forgot what you and Joe were talking about.
No, time out. Time the fuck out. Hold on. But you and Joe was talking about. I didn't take it to that.
Well, I remember you saying something about.
I said, "What's the protocol on dating on getting a white woman?" I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. So I was saying
somehow I got to turn into talking about giving head or something like that.
I did not participate in that.
We'll check the tape.
That was Joe. That was Joe. I ain't say nothing about anything sexual. I don't even. So Michelle, I don't go down that route. I was just talking about dating tips for how you get a white woman. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I didn't see how that was mistreatment of women or any of that. I love women and I love the sable. So,
all right. In other words, thanks for playing, Michelle. What else we got, cuz?
All right. So next up, we got Cheryl. Cheryl writes in saying, "Great show. I really enjoyed it." Then she said, "Sly, and those questions, I just can't."
Yeah. It gets worse. What else we got, cuz?
All right, so then we got Denise. Denise says, "What does who she's sleeping with have anything to do with her cooking?"
It has a lot to do with it. I think we explained that last week. What else we got, cuz?
All right, then we got Nina. Nina writes in, she says, "Where do I start? Let's start with the dirt sheets from the interview with the lady from ESPN. I didn't hear it originally and stopped listening after, so I actually thought you guys were on good behavior. Then Joe did a story on buttholes. Why? Laughing, but very serious. She played along and her ending was perfect, but still can't believe you all went there. Also, you all need to give a better effort with those letters, because if someone takes time to ask a serious question, you all start doing stand-up. Although the kale to collard greens is funny." Then she says, "I don't think anyone has had an introduction like Velle's Welcome Back."
And they should.
All right. Well,
hey, like you used to say, CB, are we still in the comedy section?
Still in there.
Okay. I was just wondering, people taking it so serious.
Well, I will say this, that if you did take the time to write into Inside the Cave, I think your problem is a little bit bigger.
I was just thinking that, Roland, I was just about to say the same thing. That sounds like a you problem, as CB was saying. That ain't our fault. You wrote us. We didn't write you.
Oh, man.
Hey. I think our record is like 1-27. Like, I don't think we helped nobody.
I think we did help somebody back in the day. I forgot which one.
I just said we're 1-27.
But just because we didn't help the person who wrote in doesn't mean somebody wasn't helped. We might have reached out and touched somebody else. I mean,
now Cat helps. We just make it a whole, buffoonery. But Cat helps. We just play devil advocate.
All right. Well, this ain't the last we're going to hear of these listeners. Later on, they'll be back with more feedback for Sly on To Tell the Truth. But thanks for playing, guys. All right, let's get into this. Kill yourself and start over.
The first segment, see something effed up? The A block. Talk your shit, kill yourself, and start over on Inside the Cave.
All right, who wants to go first? Velle, you got it? You got something this week?
You know what? Not at this moment. Let me think. I actually been in a decent place right now, so I'm okay.
That's beautiful. Cuz.
Yo, yeah, I got one. It just hit the news today. Y'all heard about Steve Wynn, the guy who owned the hotel chain in Vegas?
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just read a little clip of what they said he was doing. So this dude, it says, among other things, he was accused of demanding that women masturbate him or massage him naked.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right. You know. Then it goes on further. It says a manicure said that when she went to his office for an appointment in 2005, he pressured her to disrobe, lie on his massage table, and have sex. Then it says the woman told says the woman told coworkers about the episode at the time and filed a human resources report. Ultimately, Mr. Wynn paid her $7.5 million in the settlement, according to the journal. So
damn,
yeah,
I would have masturbated in front of him for $7.5 million.
He would have paid you to stop. Please put that away, sir. I give you $1 million right now. Put that away.
Hey, Velle, what Cole say? For 7.5, I killed myself.
Hey, I feel like a trip to Vegas right now. Cat, you definitely gotta go. We gotta use you as the bait.
Damn.
Wow.
Bake like a motherfucker too. Y'all can go and let that man pull his legs. Or you want to.
What do you say?
Yeah, good peel back ass hot dog.
I know, hey, Cat, I'm telling you right now, this might get me in some trouble, but for 7.5, you better do exactly what he said.
That's all you want. I'm worth a little bit more than 7.5. A bitch, if I get the bitch, you're fucking around with him. He's seeing this. What I'm saying, motherfuckers don't know how far a bitch will go. I'll get mentally sick, emotionally sick. Bitch can't burp no more. I can't see out my left eye after 3:30. Like I have all kind of fucked up that here. He would really be like, bitch, I'm so mad I showed you my nasty peeled back hot dog.
Hey, just make sure you spread the wealth.
Look, y'all gonna spread the wealth. Now, how did it become me? I was the bait. I'm gonna lure this nigga in. Y'all go ahead and let him do what he do.
Hey, what you say, CB? What Cole say? For $7 million, I feel myself.
Real. Man.
Hell no. 13 years ago, though, man.
Hey,
I'm
these are
not
all
saying this a time frame, but
these are all
the fact
Trump's
that she's
guys.
on the time.
All
right.
of Trump's guys are going down.
Except for him.
My only Me Too issue that I have is I think that it's still kind of, two-sided in a sense of we can't agree on what is violating someone and what is someone's free will and decision to make a choice. It's hard to decide, was she coerced or did she really, feel like she was in danger and that's why she got completely naked and laid down on a table? Like, the definition isn't clear yet, I don't think, as to what really constitutes a predator and what is just a creepy ass guy that you fell for the okie doke for. It's like I don't know what the line is yet. Clearly.
Well, let me ask you this: especially in the Harvey Weinstein situation, should you be able to benefit from it for 30 years and then come out at the end and say, "This is what happened to me"?
And maybe, you know what, you just brought up the reason why I have a problem with this, because it all goes back to money. Mm-hmm. I think it'll become more serious when more men come out and admit that they have been abused. I think that's when it'll get a little bit more serious. Like, it's a joke to niggas to be 8 years old and have some 16-year-old girl, have sex with you. Like, you think that's funny. That's your rite of passage. That's rape. And until somebody, and it has to be a man, because our voices have to be multiplied. It has to be several women in order for somebody to believe, and we have to be together. Like, individuals can't make a claim over time. Apparently that's not enough to warrant that someone is a deviant. So apparently we all have to get together and make one superpower, a Me Too monster to go after people, because, even she said, I filed a claim on this dude. Human Resources knew that this dude, however, that wasn't enough for somebody to say, man, maybe this dude has a problem, so right. I don't know.
Hey, I want to add to that, cuz this is not my official one, but let me give a kill yourself and start over to my retarded ass cousin for sending.
Come on, man. You got to be politically correct.
Hey, she gonna send. listen, she gonna send on Facebook Messenger. I had to delete Facebook Messenger. She actually sent. She talking about we have to make this video go viral of this predator fucking a 2-year-old. Now, not only did she sent the actual fucking video to my mom's fucking iPad. I'm like, let me check my shit and make sure she ain't sent this to me. I said, you know what, the hell with that. I'm just deleting the whole fucking Messenger app. That's the last thing I need. All the shit that we send on the fucking, to each other all fucking day, and then all of a sudden this shit stored up in the fuck it. What the fuck are you thinking? You can't send that shit.
Yeah. No, you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about, CB. Because my mom texted me up talking about some her cousin or something from out of town, some dude I never met, sent her the same video talking about make this go viral. She was like, I don't even want to watch this shit. How do I delete it? I said, who? I said, what do you look like resending that shit? Exactly. Make this go viral.
Oh, you know what's scary? Is way back in the R. Kelly situation when he was peeing on the girl. They was giving out charges. I'm not positive, but they was giving out charges. For
that DVD, that video,
for watching that video,
man.
Yeah, it's child pornography. So
allegedly, R. Kelly.
Oh man, let's move on. What you got this week? Slide, what you got this week?
Yo, how y'all feeling? You can hear me?
Yeah.
What up, Slide Dog?
Yo, I got one. I just seen it over the weekend. Man, for anybody that still got their Christmas decorations up, the lights, all of that shit. I'm talking about bushes fully decorated outside, the whole
Those
nine.
are Black History lights.
Not when you're in the white neighborhood. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Lights? You mean Valentine lights?
Oh man.
Touche.
Hey, Cat. Is this supposed to be undisturbed? Like, no,
that's around the cave.
Damn Christmas lights still up. Comment bill high as hell.
Right.
Yeah, that's mine.
It's one thing to have them up, but why you got them running?
Right. It's almost March.
Talking about the little balloon floating, the little lights, the snowman out in the front yard with the light in it, with the gifts in the front yard.
Hey, you know what that means, though, Sly, right? Daddy went to jail and he ain't been back to take the shit down.
Well, the bill ain't gonna stop coming.
Right.
Damn. They'll be ready for next year.
Oh man. All right, Kat, what you got this week?
Nothing, because I'm at peace with the world.
That a girl, Kat. That's beautiful. Roland, what you is it going to be something that's going to have us in here fighting? If not, you go last.
You know you ain't supposed to put me last anyway.
All right, let me go ahead and give mine real quick. Next week will be Valentine's Day. Now, you guys want to know what creates Trump supporters? Little things like forcing change upon people or taking things away that has been in history forever, and then you take it away and change it for your own good. Like, for example, President Obama was known for calling Christmas Xmas. He was like the first president to do that because he wanted to show respect to people who didn't believe in Christ, and a lot of people didn't like that. But next week is Valentine's Day, and the PC society are trying to change it and create it to things like Single Awareness Day. You want to know why? Because of all these lonely ass women who have to post pics like, my kids are my Valentines, or I don't see what the big deal about Valentine's Day anyway. Look, I need you all to have the same energy towards Valentine's Day as you did when you was tossing back all those dicks in the past like they were beers at happy hour, right? Hey, look, it's not. Don't ruin Valentine's Day for all the women who do have Valentine's Day just because your ass ain't got nobody. All right. So go on your little dates with your mother, your best friend, your sister. Post your little miserable pictures. Go to work. Go to the strip club. Go where the fuck you gonna do. But let everybody else who's lucky enough to have a Valentine's Day life Let them enjoy that day. And you can kill yourself and start over. You miserable ass bitches. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Who said that? I said it. Yeesh. You're damn right I said it.
Maybe you should have went last.
Man, I think so. I was just thinking that, Roland. Sheesh. You should have got some of that candy them boys stole that cat paid for, man. Give you some sugar or something, man. You need some little candy hearts or something, man. Be mine or something. I need a hug.
It's the same shit, man. Like, man, let people have their day, man. Damn. Oh, I gotta go through Facebook and see all this bullshit. I don't need a Valentine. It ain't that important. What's up?
Hey,
I'm going to work.
You just answered your own question, CB. Stay off of Facebook.
Stay off of Facebook. It's a job, man.
But CB, you are on the forum for desperate, sad people. Like, Facebook has given a platform to people who never had one before. So we got to know what this bitch thinking, what she ate that day, the way the kids slept. That killed me. Pictures of kids sleeping. Like, I don't want to see your damn son sleeping. Like, but they like, oh, that's my angel. And it's like, that's her angel.
When he sleep.
When he sleep.
Mouth open, clutching his eyes, the bed filthy, and she think it's adorable. Right. You know.
She got the only baby that know how to sleep.
Hey, CB.
Yo.
You know, Valentine's Day is the most popular day to end a relationship on.
End a relationship? Really?
Damn.
Why? You know why?
Why?
Because you will most likely remember this shit.
Because you're most likely what?
Remember it. You will remember it on Valentine's Day more than any other day of the year. It's the best heartbreak day. The best day. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's really sticking it to somebody right there.
Yeah. Ain't nothing. If you really want to stick it to somebody, break up with them.
You know how much you gotta hate a motherfucker to break up with them on Valentine's Day, their birthday, Christmas, Mother's Day.
I'm with you. I'm over people hating on love. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, if you don't have a person to love that you would think that would be a humble experience, and she would say something like, one day I'll find, my true love. Instead, it comes off so bitter, like this nigga didn't find her yet before the holiday,
Right.
Don't be angry with love. It's just a day for love, and I'm glad we're past the Hallmark holiday. It means something to some people,
Exactly. Jesus. All right, Roland, go ahead, end this Kill Yourself and Start Over real quick.
All right, I give my Kill Yourself and Start Over to Josh Gates, to NBC, and to the Today Show, but more importantly, to Hoda.
Oh.
And that's because they had this clown come on, Josh Gates, and reveal King Tut's mother, Nefertiti, and she looked like a rich white woman from the Hamptons.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Now, granted, you did this shit on national TV, but you put poor Hoda in a position that she couldn't say shit. She's Egyptian. She even looked at the shit like, whoa, what?
And she just got the job. So
she couldn't say shit, and she getting half the money.
Right. Yeah.
So all y'all deserve to kill yourself and start over for trying to give us that Rachel Dossaline as a damn black woman living in Egypt, which is in Africa, by the way. Just in case.
Your president is all over everything getting whitewashed, so they gonna make sure Aunt Jemima light skin now. Like, they're real.
For real. You said it, Cat.
You know they was sitting on that episode too. They knew this shit back in December. They was like, we gonna put it on them on Black History Month.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up.
We'll show them. We'll show them who the real black people are.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Roland. That was pretty good. All right, that was Kill Yourself and Start Over.
Thought-provoking ignorance with special guests and cave crushers. Get
the latest in cave fashion at cavecrushshop.com. That's cavecrushshop.com.
Follow Inside the Cave on Instagram for more thought-provoking ignorance. We repost, you decide. Now you feeling freer than you ever. Yo, y'all wanna see the sexiest women on the planet? Then follow Cave Crush on Instagram. Cave Crush is poppin'.
Want to hear a hot take? It's time to go around the cave.
Uninterrupted, unedited. Got a minute to talk about whatever you want to talk. What you got, cuz?
All right. So I just read in the news today. I don't know how y'all feel about this. I kind of want some input on it, but all right. So I'm gonna name a couple names and a couple teams. So we got Bo Jackson. Y'all know he played for Tampa Bay. He also played for the White Sox, for the Angels, for the Kansas City Royals. Then you got MJ, played for the Bulls, played for the White Sox. You got, Deion Sanders, played for Miami Dolphins and, Atlanta Falcons. So the latest to enter this list of playing multiple sports is Russell Wilson. So this dude is potentially getting picked up by the New York Yankees. What? So yeah, it's on USA Today. You can read it today, and they talking about picking him up. But check it, he got some crazy stats. Like he played, I don't know, I think it was college baseball. I think he played second base. Yeah. And dude is cold. Yeah. But I'm like, how do you devote that time? Like, how do you find the time to perfect two sports to be that damn good?
Starting QB.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Like, yeah. No, you good. But yeah, I guess that's my thing. I mean, if you got them skills, you talented, that's great. But how in the hell you pulling that off in a professional league, in two professional leagues? That shit just blows my mind.
I think that's some bullshit. He got to stay healthy first.
Right. You ain't got the time
on your day job before you start trying to get it. Like Russell, I got mad respect for them stats, but bro, I need you to sit your ass down somewhere. I should be killing yourself and start over.
Hey, especially because dealing with Sierra it seems like a hard enough job. That's already that's another job right there. So
that's what I was thinking.
Baby Future, don't forget Baby Future.
Man, that's a way of getting out the house.
I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. But I seen Sierra in real life. That motherfucker is taller than Shaq. I seen her in real life, yo. She's taller than Shaq. Seen her at a media event. I'm like, holy shit. Like
an Amazon.
She's taller than D. She's taller than big homie Velle. I'm talking about she's tall, bro. That motherfucker she's Shaq.
And he only 5'8"? Russell
11. Wilson? Nah, I thought he was 6'1", 6'2".
Damn. Yeah, good one, Lamar. You should have put that one up earlier. All right, what you got, Velle?
Mine pretty simple. We all know it's Black History Month, and this is a discussion that we had the other day, CB, our own little round table discussion about the lack of Black history being taught in some of these schools these days. Yeah, and I don't know if it's because the time span of Black history, or maybe people think, Black people have they've made it. They're fine now. We don't really have to indulge in passing out their information of what they've been through. But I think us as parents all need to kind of double check our kids' curriculum and just make sure that they are learning some of the stuff that we, obviously we gonna teach them everything, but we want to make sure while they at school 7-8 hours a day that they learning that as well. So that's my around the cave, man, just to make sure our kids are getting proper education on everything, Black history and every other thing. You know what I mean?
Attaboy, Velle. I agree. My daughter said they asked her about what's this month about, and someone said Black history, and then the next day they actually tried to start teaching some Black history at that school. So give a shout out to the schools that are actually trying as well. So let's give it.
And I hope they Black history don't go back to 1990. 85 and
right,
you know what I mean? Yeah, 73.
It's the Black history started with the Chicago Bears winning the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Hey, real quick. I just picked up a card deck because me and my wife we was on the same thing. That Black history flashcards. Yeah, it's by urban intellectuals. Not trying to do a promo. But them cards is on point. I learned a lot of shit from that deck. So if y'all ain't got it, check it out. Go online, scoop them.
What's it called again, cuz?
It's called Urban. It's by Urban Intellectuals, but it's Black History flashcards.
Yeah. Or if you want to, you can also follow the Cleves Report on Instagram, and get some Black history too, especially if you're interested in being a militant Black Panther and maybe want to take on the government. You can do that too.
Make sure you wear black all month.
All right, Sly, what you got?
For
Around the Cave. Wake up, brother. Wake up.
I want to give it to yourself and start over and Sly.
Sly just woke up, man. Sly hard worker.
Sly got on his black shirt. He's celebrating Black History Month.
Right, yeah, I'm celebrating that, man. You know, hey, Ro, you know all the snow up here, man. I've been working straight days, so 13 hour plus straight days, man.
We getting hammered.
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna be out there all weekend, all the rest of the week. So 2 to 3. 2 in the morning to 3. But I'm around the cave right now. I probably want to say to the New England Patriots. I want to give them that. Yeah, y'all fucked up. Y'all really fucked up. They fucked up the church's money, as I like to say.
Oh man.
They fucked up the church's money.
If we got time, Roland has a little thing he wants to talk about that in our sports update.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's all you got, Sly?
Yeah, but thank you for that third quarter because my Super Bowl square hit.
Oh, that's what's up.
There you go. There you go.
You ain't got to do nothing strange for a little piece of change.
We definitely do.
Speaking of doing something strange for a little piece of change, Kat, what you got this week?
Chang-a-lang.
What's your intro, CB? No, mine is real on the Black History Month thing. I thought about, we didn't do anything to commemorate Black History Month. You know how like Christmas is coming, you listen to Christmas music. Thanksgiving, your house has a certain smell to it. We don't do anything at the beginning of Black History Month. So I want to kind of challenge folks to learn the words to lift every voice and sing. This song is very impactful, especially in these days as Black people are coming together in movements. I feel like our children definitely don't know it. And many of us as adults don't know the lyrics either. So I think, my Around the Cave is to encourage everybody to learn those words. And maybe, when Black History Month starts next year, you can do something to actually commemorate it because people won't take it seriously if we don't. And if we don't know like a simple song, how can we convince others that we're proud of who we are? Like, even if it's just a song, it could be something universal that we all know, that we all could sing together right now. We all were in the street right now. Everybody wouldn't know all the words. And that's something that should change, especially because America is big on their anthems and big on their songs. We should also be relevant with ours. So that's my Around the Cave.
Atta girl, Kat. I like that. And since you made a challenge to do something for Black History Month, I'm going to ask my wife, and I'm going to tell you that Kat suggested it. I'm going to go back to the motherland, and I'm going to see if I can bring home 7 more wives. I'm going to say Kat told me to do it. Kat, you want to be one?
Now, your wife is knowing better. She know I ain't encourage you to do nothing.
You said it, not me. You said it.
No, you said it.
Hey, I got a hypothetical real quick for y'all.
Okay.
Going off of what Kat said about America love their theme songs, they anthems. What would y'all do if we somewhere and they happen to play Lift Every Voice or some people or choir are singing it? You see a white person on the side take a knee. What would you do as a black man, a black person?
That sounds like something for the Facebook group, Velle.
What
Wow.
they do every time, though, like, I think the difference between us is that we don't need their validation. We don't need them to stand for us to feel some kind of way. So I don't think it would, honestly, niggas, it would make us sing louder in their face. Now we got to praise dancing because they act like they
Hey, Velle, remind me to edit that out. I'm about to holler at Jay Davis. We're going to make that a sketch. Fuck that. Man. Hey, I'm editing that out, brother.
Think about that
Jay Davis's sketch on sexual harassment.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I cried laughing.
Yeah, man. All right, Roland, what you got this week for Around the Cave?
Well, my Around the Cave was going to be self-indulging as usual, trying to take up for myself in this dual role of comedy show and Black militant show, but I'm not going to do that. I digress. I watched something today that just was so wrong on so many levels. And that was the poor young man who was picking his school that he was going to go to, and they had the 3 hats up there. One hat was one school, the other hat was Alabama, and the other hat was Florida. And his mama's sitting there right next to him, and she's clutched him real tight. And she has a Alabama shirt on, which made no sense to me. And that young man picked up and said, "I'm going to Florida." And don't you know this woman got up and walked off the stage? And the poor white man was like, "Hey, Sean, who was the person sitting next to you?" Like, everybody you know that was his damn mama. And I immediately thought about Big Dog, and I said, man, Alabama fans go so hard that they will disown their own children if they don't roll Tide. That is my round the game.
There you go. That is, hey, I've been down and hung out with Big Dog when Roll Tide was playing, and it ain't nothing pleasant. Oh God.
That dog got Roll Tide wallpaper, huh?
Shit, you can't talk in that motherfucker. I'm like, hey man, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I can't holler. No, he ain't talking. The game on. God damn. All right. For my Around the Cave is this. Now everyone on this show knows I'm a big Obama supporter, so I want to give you all an analogy to show everyone what Trump supporters are. This is in a reply to our feedback from Jeremy. Now, in the 1980s, there was a #1 show on TV was The Cosby Show. A doctor, a black man, a doctor married to a lawyer, taking care of the family, in love. That show crossed over to where blacks and whites waited at their TVs on Thursday nights to watch a successful black family. Now, Roland, I want you to fact check me on some of this stuff, all right? Now, the black haters of The Cosby Show, show you how this goes back to real life. The black haters of The Cosby Show said it wasn't real and that there's nothing like that in our neighborhoods. That doesn't represent black people at all. And I can't relate to the Huxtables and The Cosby Show or whatnot. Now, on the Fox network, this really happened. The Fox network, they wanted to make programming that was opposite of The Cosby Show and A Different World. So they created a show called Married with Children. And even The Simpsons. That was the exact opposite of The Cosby Show. All right? Al Bundy hated his wife. All right? He didn't want to have sex with her. He had a slut for a daughter and a pervert for a son. And we all know the story of The Simpsons. And that show is still running to this day. That was the opposite of the positive black family that even black people hated on. Does that sound familiar in 2018, 2017, 2016? You see what happened here? You see the analogy I'm making here? You got Obama, a positive family that the conscious movement and the woke movement don't want to support. But then you know what the white media combat to the Obama was? Trump. You got Cosby Show to Married with Children, Obama to Trump. You see the correlation here? You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going? All right. And that is my Around the Cave. All right, we got a lot to talk. What you got? Did I get you going, Ro?
Nah, that shit was deep as shit. I don't know how you come up with that shit.
Nah.
That was good.
All right, fact check me on that. Make sure I was right. All right, let's get.
You nailed it. But where I will disagree though is that although there was a big faction of black people who struggled with the realism of the show, that they didn't identify with it. I don't know the actual numbers, but I definitely know that the spinoff of the Cosby Show, which was around A Different World, actually increased
college
enrollment.
Exactly.
Not just college enrollment though, my brother, to HBCUs.
And that's the whole point I was saying about Obama. That should inspire you, bro. And I'm not talking about you. This not cheap shot.
Oh no, we know
I'm talking about if Obama didn't do nothing else for us, he should have inspired you. That's all I'm saying. Should have inspired you. Like, hey, regardless, hey, even if you think it wasn't real, we all knew the Huxtables wasn't real. We knew a different world wasn't real. Hillman College wasn't real. Even if you don't think it was real, if it don't do nothing else but inspire you, I mean, goddamn, can the man get something?
There's people that actually thought that was a real college too, though. You know.
Yeah, I know. They bought Hillman shirts and everything. All right, we got to keep moving. We got a lot going on this week. Let's get into this Cat's Corner.
Got a problem? Need some advice? Send your questions and problems to Cat for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
Want to send feedback to Cat? If you want to send questions in for Cat's Corner, send it in to InsideTheCavePodcast@gmail.com or however you've been sending it to us, or in the Inside the Cave podcast group. All we got this week, cuz.
All right. So we got two of them this week. The first one is we got Lola. Lola writes in, she says, recently my family, 3 boys and my boyfriend, moved in with my mother because we fell on hard times. It was supposed to be for a short time until we found a new apartment, but we have stayed longer than expected. I can't quite figure it out, but my mother is acting less than a grandmother now. She is retired and refuses to help watch the kids while we are at work. So the money we could be using to save for a new place, we are spending on daycare and aftercare. On top of all that, I feel like she is flirting with my guy as well. She never covers herself up anymore, and when I tell her about this, she says, this is me and this is my house. She never acted like this when my father was alive and was always helpful. What do you think has changed her behavior?
All right, Kat.
Okay, I want like a reality check for this lady. I need for you to understand that you moved into your mother's house with your man and your children because you fell on hard times. Your mother wasn't on hard times. So whenever you move in with someone, you have to understand that you are invading their life. And it just blows my mind when you start going into all the things that she's doing. We're getting a very detailed list of what she's doing, but I haven't heard about how hard you're trying to get out of there. I would rather live in a shelter than live with my mama. Not because I don't like my mama, but because I don't want that burden on her. So you really didn't move in for help. You wanted a babysitter. You wanted somebody to help you organize your money. And it seems to me like you're more interested. I don't even see how she could see your man to flirt with him because he should be out working like you're doing. Childcare is a reality. I face it every day. Childcare is real life. But for all of your investigative skills, I'm sure you could find a program that could help you pay for your childcare and to get you back on your feet. So my advice to you is to focus less on the landlord and more on you and your family moving out. I tell anybody, any relative that I know that comes to live with me, I tell them it's not supposed to be comfortable. This is not a hotel. I'm going to wake you up when I get up. I had better not come in and you laying down because I work hard for what I have. And so I expect as a guest for you to follow suit in my crib and for you to go in and now want her to do more and give more. That's so selfish of a woman who's already raised her children. I wouldn't babysit for you either. She grown as hell. She can flirt with him as long as you keep him in that house because that is her house. So if you don't like it, get out.
Damn.
That's deep. That's deep.
This might be the first time. It might not be nothing else to say. You guys got anything on this?
I mean, I do. You know me, but that was deep. She nailed it. But but my biggest problem with all of this is as a grown man, and the things that I've been through in my life, I always talk from life experience, and it hurts me when I hear. And listen, don't get me wrong. I've been married, divorced, and now remarried. I know what it's like to be a boyfriend. I know what it's like to have to lean on the parents in order to help you get to a certain place. Now, one thing we don't know is the age of these people. But if I can just toss out a little advice to the lady to say, hey, listen, one of your biggest problems is that Joker ain't your husband. And that's now I don't know if these people are black or white or whatever, but I know it's one of the big problems we have in our community is that we just don't covet marriage like we should. And if you're going to be with a man and have 3 kids with a man, I understand you make mistakes, you get to a certain age, now you want to start living. But like I said, I can only go off of the information that was given, is that we as young ladies need to choose better. Is that you shouldn't have fell on hard enough times where 2 grown people and 3 kids would have to move in with their mama.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, and Kat is absolutely right. One of the biggest problems with the reason why the Willie Lynch syndrome has worked so well and that have shoved little girls out of the nest early is because you can't have 2 queens in the same castle, young lady.
Oh, sure can.
And you need to get your own space, and you can delve out all the personal what is that called, rules and regulations you want. But as long as that's that woman, she paying the rent or the mortgage, you really don't have nothing to say. And let me say one more thing about house guests. Us as a people, we get real motherfucking comfortable with somebody else's shit. And that shit burns me up too. How in the fuck are you a visitor and you mad at what the fuck somebody's doing in they shit? How about you gather up your shit, your little duffel bag and your little orange juice with the name on it, and go get your own shit. And then that way you can run your shit. Because that's what I told everybody who live in this motherfucker. You gonna live by these rules, even the adults. You gonna live by these rules, or you can go on and don't let the door hit you.
All right.
Split you.
Well, let me say this. Okay.
That sounds personal.
Yeah. Well, because I think for once I'm going to try to actually answer the question, because she said, "What do you think has changed her behavior?"
She's tired of your shit.
Well. In the letter, she said she didn't act like this when her dad was alive. So
okay, so that is CB. You just brought it back. I think it was it's a video going around of Will Smith talking about fault and responsibility. It is not mom's fault that you have to live with her, and it is not her responsibility to raise your family with you on your hard time. I feel like she keeps putting it on mom. This letter does not tell us how hard she's working. I'm working my fingers to the bone and my mother's being disrespectful. I'm working 4 jobs and she's just telling me what mom is doing. That is a horrible habit.
She said she is retired and refuses to help watch the kids while we are at work.
Maybe she don't know what retired means. Maybe she should look up the word retired.
I'm just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I don't watch no bad.
It's not her job. I fell out with my family because they was trying to put expectations on me, and I live 2 hours away from home. So when I come home, they trying to say, "Oh, well, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing." I said last time I checked my driver's license, it said grown ass man on it. I don't have to do nothing y'all say.
Damn. They make y'all license a little bit different in PA, huh? Hey, okay, you guys got anything else on this, or we gonna give Kat the last word? I just want to say, unlike Roland, I'm not an advocate for marriage. Marriage ain't for everybody. I'm happily married, but hey, look, if y'all think it's working out being boyfriend and girlfriend, just stay boyfriend and girlfriend. You got 3 kids out of it. Don't force a marriage on somebody. Hey, if y'all ain't ready, man. Marriage ain't for everybody.
Can I address that bullshit?
Marriage ain't for everybody, bro.
I want to address it too. CB.
Well, let me go. Let me go. You can go.
He's right. You wouldn't let your daughter have a boyfriend live with you, would you?
No, but
that's some bullshit. Do you know this is? Listen, I've seen this firsthand. I know it sounds like I'm a know-it-all. I'm not. I just been through a lot of shit. My cousin was murdered. He was married to one woman and had a girlfriend. This wasn't no threesome shit or nothing like that. Meaning he fell out of relationship with his wife, never got divorced, started a whole nother fucking family, was living with her. They had to have 2 fucking funerals because the wife wouldn't give up the fucking body. Now, here's the problem. When you start talking about not having shit, or you living in a project and all that shit, that's one thing. But when you talking about life and you talking about children and you talking about life insurance and shit like that, do you understand this happened to my mother twice. Was with a man for more than 10 years. He dies on her. Family says, we gonna take care of you, mama. Don't worry about it. As soon as they start divvying up the shit, bitch, you got to go. Don't you understand? If you ain't married to that man, you have no motherfucking access. Do you understand when HIPAA laws came into existence, you can't even call and get a motherfucking report on your mate? Don't fall for that fucking bullshit. Yes, we're trying to help somebody today. Dude, now listen, I'm against marrying the wrong person. I totally agree with that. Man, but don't let CB get y'all into no long-ass fucking relationships and that motherfucker end up and down. The worst thing you can be is with a gangster motherfucker, not be married to him, selling all this dope, and he go out there and get fucking killed, and you left with 3 fucking kids and a bill. And that's my last word.
She gonna put a GoFundMe on Facebook. You better stop. She gonna have it. But to piggyback on everything and to culminate it back to this lady, what everyone is saying to this lady, I think, is priorities. Some things are just more important than others. And what Roland is really saying is that's a lot to go through with somebody you're not married to. You got this dude in your mom's house. Like, I love my mother so much. I would never on earth bring some nigga in her home with me. Like, I love my mother that way. And I think she raised me to have enough respect to understand that she'll help me until the end, but she's not gonna help this guy. So the fact that your mother allowed you all to stay in the house was very kind of her, especially because she's retired. She don't need to have nobody there. Like Bernie Mac says, she can push it down and know where it is, walk around naked, she can live. But you all are invading her space. So you want to know when the change happened, honey? The change happened when you moved in. And if you want your mom to be better and you want for your children to have better, then you need to encourage yourself and this man that you're with to get your own.
All right. Hey, I want to answer this just for Big Dog. I'm sorry to do that, Kat, but I know what Big Dog would say, because Big Dog has always said that he never, his wife, I better not say it. Never mind. All right, go ahead. What's the next one, cuz?
How you answer for Big Dog?
Never mind. Because now Big Dog will have a good reply to that, but I better not say it.
And you about to fuck it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, cuz.
All right. So next we got Shell writing in from our Facebook group. Now this first line, I'm trying to decipher what the hell she's saying because it ain't quite making sense, but I'm gonna try to pull it off.
I know what you're saying. I'm reading it too.
Yeah, I'm like, so what I think she's saying, would you feel responsible to drop and pick up kids with their dad? Would you feel responsible to drop off and pick up your kids with their dad if you're taking care of their kids 24/7? Honestly, I feel if he really wants to spend time with his kids, he will find a way. I'm not receiving $1 from him nor the state. I pay daycare, housing costs, needs, and miscellaneous items for him. So why am I obligated on using my gas to make sure he sees them? Please, honest opinions.
Ooh, this is a good one. I love this.
It's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a crazy mama, because not only will I drop the baby off, I will bring some food. I will make sure he got some spending money.
Oh,
and because maybe it's just me, but mamas need breaks. And on one hand, I'm sure you're probably screaming, I'm a single mama, I do it all by myself, my kids with me 24/7. So you have a place to take them. You have a place for them to go that's safe. And your only complaint is, I do everything. Why should I drop them off? Well, don't you drop them off at birthday parties? Don't you drop them off at school? It's not about you and your relationship with him. So you can put your account book away. Raising children has nothing to do with tally marks.
Ooh.
And as a younger mother.
Oh, you muted yourself, Kat.
Yeah, you talking that shit, Kat. Finish. Go ahead.
I think she froze.
Go ahead, Kat. Go ahead. Finish. You talking that shit.
I had to grow up some. And one thing that I realized is every threat that my baby daddy gave me was just that, a threat. I'm going to come get my son. Well, come get him then. As a matter of fact, where are you? I'll drop him off. And that changed the conversation. So I think by being combative in refusing things, you are making it worse on you and your children. If you think he's a piece of shit, the kids will figure that out on their own. All you have to do is provide space and opportunity. Let them go with their father. Let them go. Take them every single time they want to go. Stop complaining about the minute and mediocre things. Because at the end of the day, yes, for many of us as moms, we are everything. But that's a choice we make. And we can also help these niggas to choose their children too. And one way you can do it is by saying, well, where you at? I will drop them off.
All right. Real talk today.
Well,
Cat, does that work for if the roles were reversed and it was the man that was like writing in the letter?
It doesn't matter if it's male or female. See, because again, we're still on the adults. It ain't about none of us. It's about the damn children. And the children did not, if the children had driver's licenses, they could go on their own. But they can't. And so it doesn't matter if you're the dad and you have the child and you just don't think that the mama do enough and that's your reasoning for not letting her do more. That's asinine. It's asinine to look at him and say, I do everything while he is somewhere that you could take children to go do something with them. Drop them off, bring some coloring books, drop off some bubbles, make sure your kids have food. I don't care what he got in his house. Bring your baby some food and make sure they're taken care of so when you come and pick them up again, you can resume your motherly duties. But stop trying to be the mama and the daddy, and then when the daddy want to be there, you like, I do everything. That's backwards.
That a girl, Cat. I can't even find a joke. I'm trying to think of a joke to say, but I can't even think of nothing funny to say. But you guys got anything on this?
What's funny is it's 2018 and we're still going through this. Like, are you for real? Like, hasn't our generation had enough latchkey kids that we just can work it out? Like, we're still doing this.
That's real
tough.
tough.
This generation is a newer generation too.
We need you, sis. We need you to raise your children with a proper attitude. Stop making them bitter with a man that made them. That's
real. Man, this is why Cat is the only woman allowed inside the cave. That's real talk right there. I want to have a baby by Cat. What you doing on Thursday, Cat?
Hey, so which one of us you want to speak at your eulogy?
Shit, one thing, baby, I ain't get putting a booger on a tissue for a nigga, let alone a baby. Like,
that baby gonna come out 23 years old.
My son is 20 years old. I don't need to try again. It is all good.
Oh, shit. I feel you.
Your ass crazy.
I think if nobody got anything else on that, I think we help. Shout out to Shell, by the way, won a T-shirt from the Facebook group. That's right, Sly. She won a T-shirt, didn't she? That's the one that won a T-shirt.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's right.
All right, you guys got anything else? We're gonna give Kat the last word and we'll move on.
Man, ain't no touching that one.
All right.
The saying, it takes a village. It takes a village. And even if you don't like the members in the village, you still need them. Hold people accountable for their positions in your life. If he's the father of your children, don't exclude him from the festivities and blame him for not participating. Put him in it. Allow him a chance to be there. And we should all learn from this that it doesn't work. It doesn't work. As a teacher, it's enough badass kids around here that you think, now where's that baby daddy at? You know, it's like it's old now. It's getting old. Yeah. Black lives matter, even our children.
Right. Yep. Nothing else to say after that. Thank you, Kat, once again. Atta girl, Kat. She is Kat. Send shit in. Inside the Cave Podcast at gmail.com or on the Facebook group. I will be actually posting this response in the Facebook group so you ladies can learn something. Learn yourself something.
Hey ladies, it's time to tell the truth. Ladies, let's talk about it with Sly on Inside the Cave.
Sly stirred up some shit last week and got some feedback. So, hey, first of all, Sly, we're gonna read Deja. Deja is the winner of the contest we did on in the Facebook group. We asked about girls. If you tell us about the times you had your first girl-on-girl experience, and she actually gave us one. So she won a shirt. And Cousin Lamar, would you like to read what she said?
I ain't reading that shit.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Cousin Lamar.
Are you discriminating, cuz?
Because I want nothing to do with it.
I ain't touching that. I ain't reading that. I ain't looking at that.
Oh, man. And for the record, that's why Cuz has been married the longest on this show. Anyway, Deja had a threesome with two women at a girl. That's all we're going to say. Join
Hey, better yet, if y'all want to read it, go check us out. Where's it posted at?
Sly, where is it at, Sly?
It's in the Facebook group.
Wake up, brother. Wake up. Inside the Cave Podcast Facebook group. Sly, tell the truth, ladies.
Tell the truth.
Wake up, man. Get some morning Joe in you. Pause. All right. We got some feedback from last week. And Sly will let you respond to the feedback before you give us this week's question. All right, cuz, what we got?
All right, so first up, we got Michelle. Michelle writes in and says, I can't believe I'm responding to this, but the answer from all the married men or fathers of daughters should be neither one is an option. CB, that was ridiculous and beyond repairable, and you should really think about the words you say because one day those words can come back on you. I am so with Kat. Why do we even participate in this segment?
All right, I don't even remember what I said. Would you rather be beated on or cheated on? I can't even remember what I said, but I'm assuming it pissed her off, but whatever.
It's easy to know what you said. You went for the
Nah. All right. Sly, you got anything on that? You got something you want to say? This is your feedback for your questions. You got anything on this?
Well, no, we just want to stir up the pot. Why not stir up the pot with a as Velle said, beaten on or cheated on?
All right, there's more. All right, what else we got, cuz?
All right, so next up is Denise. Denise says, if my only choice as in a nigga is to be beaten on or cheated on, then I would probably venture into a lesbian relationship. Damn. Laughing but very serious. Fellas, you have to have more to offer than just those two options.
Denise, I'll tell you this. Denise, if you venture off in a lesbian relationship, you can win yourself a t-shirt from Inside the Cave Podcast, CaveCrushShop.com. Make sure you send some pictures and video. We would love to see that.
Yep.
Hell no.
All right. So next up, we got Nina. Nina writes in, she says, is that considered a relationship when violence or infidelity are the only choices? I'm going to need Sly to do better.
Sly?
No, it was not considered a relationship, but those were the two choices. So you got two choices, and you get 50-50. You get one of them right, you get one of them wrong. It doesn't matter. It's just your personal preference. You want to get hit?
Your personal preference. Either you get Say your personal preference. If you're cheated on or beat on.
You might have a tough chin.
All right, last one, cuz.
Damn. All right, last up, we got Shell. Shell writes in, she says, cheating is definitely easier to forgive.
I guess she's going with cheating. She'd rather have someone cheat on her. Shell, I will gladly come cheat on you any day of the week, Shell. Just let me know.
Twice on Saturdays, too.
All right, Sly, what we got this week? What's the question of the day?
Y'all better watch your back. It's a lot of bitches out here want to get hit dead in the eye. Like, they don't even care. If you hit the shit out of a female and she looking like, well, at least you ain't cheat. Like, y'all training these women up to be iron fighters, goddamn. You asking them silly ass questions. You want to be pissed off or pissed off? Guy, you trying to hit her and she ain't getting knocked down. You hit her and break her. Okay.
I'm glad you kept saying something because, Valentine's Day is coming up. And this is, as I said before, this is the day that the most popular day that people break in relationships on. Well, Valentine's Day coming up, ladies. Are you prepared to find out that you're the side chick.
Oh.
Not Valentine's Day, meaning the 14th, worthy. If you go out on the 13th or the 15th, are you cool with that?
Some of the Sly, some of them celebrating Valentine's Day tonight.
Right.
The nigga talking about he in the military. I gotta go to Iraq next week.
Hey, my cell phone bill due on the 14th of every month, just in case. I can always say I ain't paid my bills, so my shit got shut off, and I got locked.
So what's the question again, Sly?
The question is, are you prepared, ladies, to find out that you are not Valentine's Day worthy, meaning that the 13th is your day or the 15th is your day?
Or tonight.
And you are, quote unquote, officially a side chick. Not the side chick, but you might be a side chick.
A side chick.
A side chick, because Valentine's week day gets busy. And really, who wants to go out to dinner on Valentine's Day when it falls in the middle of the week?
Right.
It falls on hump day. So are you prepared to find out that you're the side chick and not the Valentine's Day worthy woman that you thought you were? And inside that one question is a bunch of questions, such as that good morning text that you usually get on Valentine's Day, you might not be getting on the 14th. So,
hey, can I expand on that too? Like, for instance, like when you say Valentine's Day is, it's on a Wednesday. Okay, so if your man, let's say this is for all the people who do have Valentine, who are not side, if you a main chick. What if your man tell you on Valentine's Day, I got you on Friday? He with you and everything, but his money ain't right till Friday. Now, how you feel about that? I want to know, ladies, how you feel about that. This is for the main chicks or the women's or wives or whatever like that. If your man said, hey, we're going to chill, but I got you on Sunday, but I got to wait till Friday. Like, how you feel about that? Do you want a man to prepare for you and should have had the gift already ready? Or will you accept, wait till Friday when he get paid?
I ask you a question so I can go, because I have to go.
Stay.
I want to all of this. And then
you better go out on a Valentine's Day date a week early.
Oh, damn. Maybe I'm mishearing this. Maybe I'm not hearing this right, but this sounds like it's all the niggas' fault. If you taking it out on the 13th and I somehow suspect, that's your fault. If you taking me out on the 12th and I get an inkling that maybe I'm not the only one, you slipping, my nigga. A real pimp make his bitches go buy his wife a present for him. Like, I don't get where we're going with this.
That is correct.
If you're taking her out any day and she's questioning her position, then you didn't do right. You weren't very clear on her place in your life.
That is correct.
And that caused miscommunication.
That's called a mistress, though.
But if you Valentine's and on a budget and you can't afford to take 6 bitches out in one day, then that's your fault. That's not her fault. You trying to now organize the money and organize, I got to take Keisha out on the 11th. Stop it. Keisha don't know what the deal is. Keisha don't know that our Valentine's is in December, bitch. We Valentine's in the summer. You haven't explained that to Keisha. Keisha don't understand. Like, be clear, my nigga. Like, tell these women so you don't have any Valentine's Day confusion.
Hey, Kat, can you meet me outside of Family Dollar then? Because I'm on a budget right now.
And I so would. Why? Because I love love. Stop trying to take Valentine's Day. If a bitch is mad because she went out on the 12th, then obviously the date wasn't memorable enough for her to shut the fuck up till the 16th. You have to do that. You have to do that. If it wasn't a remarkable adventure when you took her out on the 9th, then that's your fault. That's not Valentine's Day fault, my nigga. It's one day a year. You knew this with 8 bitches in December, but you kept all 8. That's your fault.
Hey, Kat, you think Quincy Jones is fucking up Valentine's Day?
Quincy Jones' dick is in a drawer next to him. This nigga is 1 million years old. He's not fucking. He watching the shit out so he can see what they got coma. But I'm just saying, Quincy Jones ain't fucking nothing but every bitch head up around him. That's all he's doing.
Hey, if Quincy Jones still fucking it, it's just like the biggest hit he ever produced. That's a thriller.
Man, this nigga is really remarkable like a motherfucker. Like, if you still fucking at 300, you amazing, my nigga.
Hey, but look at it on the bright side, though.
He's telling on everybody now because he knows his watch is almost running out of battery. This nigga like, well, before I go, I'm going out with a bang. They like, who's the first musician? He like, me. Next question. Like,
he ain't had to say Marlon Brando fucked Richard Pryor though. He didn't have to say that. I ain't want to hear that, man.
If y'all go to my series on YouTube, and on YouTube I have a CCAT. It's called the Cleves Report. You can view some things about Richard Pryor. I dropped some jewels about that. So, as usual, you heard it here first.
Oh, God. All right, that was Sly's segment to tell the truth.
Hey, by the way, another thing. Hey, y'all might want to take them jewels and that Cat just dropped, scoop them things up and put them in your book bag. Like always, we talk to the men. Come on, brother, get your game tight.
That's some real shit, though. She said
that's real shit. That's real shit.
That's some real shit
out there.
Bro, it'd be off season, man. It'd be off season, like from Thanksgiving to like it don't happen, man. Like after the 16th, after the 15th, you're gonna see a lot of dudes claiming people.
Hey, Cat done went through some shit. That's all that is. Cat done went through something.
Cat done got her heart broke on Valentine's Day. That's what the hell done happened.
Hey, well, like you said,
she made some points though. You got to keep.
No, she did. Them was great points. Yep.
No, that was real. All that shit was real.
Hey, like you said,
you can afford it.
Valentine's on a Wednesday, so the worst the chick can do is go out for Taco Tuesday.
Sports update on Inside the Cave.
Roland, you have the floor.
Whoa. Too much pressure. I got the floor.
You got it.
Boy.
I thought we was going to talk about sports, and then I was going to jump in.
I ain't got nothing, man.
Man.
I got something.
We're the most ill-prepared show known to me.
I got something. A couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, Crystal Stone, what's going on with her? She should be pissed off, pulling her hair out, or tearing something up, because she was highly against the Eagles doing the damn thing, right?
Right.
Yeah, we need to check in on her and make sure she okay. Send some rescue aid or something out there.
She is doing good. She is about to have a new show on ESPN, and I hope she don't forget about us.
Are you for real?
Oh yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah.
Man, this is what I don't understand. Why is it that Inside the Cave got to spring everybody else's career but ours?
Oh, remind me to edit that.
You won't. Hey man, why haven't we came out with remind me to edit that shirts? Yeah.
Yeah, you got that right.
That's the shirt we missing, Roland.
Yeah, I'm getting right on that. Let me remind me to edit that.
Dog, make sure we get them shirts, dog.
Yeah, let me write that shit down.
Roland, what's your take on the Super Bowl, bro?
Okay, listen. I know you guys think I'm crazy. I know you think I gotta have a tinfoil hat on, but I do have a conspiracy. I believe that Belichick actually threw the Super Bowl. Here's my evidence. Now, going into the Super Bowl, not going into it like the previous week, but this year, the last couple years, there's been this battle. Who gets the credit? Is it Belichick? Is it Brady? Is it the system? Is it the owner? Belichick is one of them alpha males that has to have control of everything. It's not about the system and this is the best way to win and all this. No, just like most men, he is power hungry, right? So what happened was him and the owner had it out about Garoppolo. So he said he chose Brady over Garoppolo. Just like anybody else, he's been treating Tom Brady like he's the water boy, right? Nobody's above Belichick. So when the owner chose Brady over Belichick, he said, I'll teach you, motherfucker. So he shipped out Garoppolo for a second-round pick, which if he had waited to the end of the season, somebody would have kindly gave him a first-round pick and probably their firstborn, number one. Number two is that he started allowing his coaching staff to shop for jobs.
Right.
Now, I do realize that the offensive coordinator has recently bailed from the responsibility of going over to Indy, but that doesn't matter. That's messing up the truth. Anyway, I'm not going to let the truth get in the way of my conspiracy. So the defensive coordinator went over to Tennessee, right? Tennessee. So he let everybody get jobs. He ships out Garoppolo, and then he doesn't start his best defensive player for some bullshit ass reason. The dude had 98% of the snaps, and you don't start him. He only blitzed 3 times during the whole game. This dude, Nick Foles, if he was sitting in your living room right now, you wouldn't know who he was. And he threw for over 400 yards and did not get his jersey dirty. I believe that Belichick literally threw the Super Bowl. So when he said, now don't get me wrong, Tom Brady still almost won it because he is great. But Belichick was saying, okay, you think you're that great? Try winning it without some defense. And he sat back and sat on his hands. And how you can tell he did that, because even at the last possession, when they were punting the ball off, he ran some crazy ass trick play trying to get some extra yards. He got tackled on like the 12-yard line.
Yeah.
Man, he tried everything he could without making it obvious that he was putting that ball in Tom Brady's hands and saying, yeah, we're not going to make the last stop. We're not going to make the best interception. We're not going to make the big sack. It's going to be on you. And guess what? Although he was great, Tom Brady couldn't deliver.
You know the reason why you might be on to something with this? Because Belichick turned Tom Brady into a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, if that ain't trying to throw the game, then so Brady's Deion Sanders now. He can do all type of stuff on the football field.
And then here's the thing. If you really think about this, I don't care how much you hate the Patriots. If you are a fan of the game of football and you know plays and you understand concepts and things, like we're not talking about the average fan. I'm talking about the fan out there that just loves football and understands schemes and stuff like that. If you understand Belichick and teams that go up against him and how prepared he has his guys, they said that in that Super Bowl against Seattle, they said we knew what the play was going to be.
Right.
That's how prepared he has them. And you trying to tell me on that 4th and 1 where they threw that ball to Foles, he didn't have a guy near him. He was naked in the end zone.
Right.
It looked like they totally was unprepared for what was going on. They didn't punt the ball into that last possession.
You might be on to something, man. You might want to take this and put it on, make it go viral, brother. You might be on to something.
And I didn't even really research it. That's just stuff off the top of my head. I'm telling you, there's some facts in the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, they made it a little bit too easy. I mean, it was a great Super Bowl, but it was a little bit too easy for Philly. So,
this time you can't give it to the NFL as fixing the game. I
Belichick.
don't know what the NFL would want, but I will say that here's something funny. This is another crazy stat. Do you realize that Philly fans damn near burnt the city to the ground and there was only 3 arrests? They was at the Ritz-Carlton tearing awnings down and shit. Mm-hmm. You had guys eating poop in the street. Like, God. It was all kinds of anarchy. They had 3 arrests. This is from the city, like Stone said 2 weeks ago, this is from the city that has a jail, a courtroom and a jail under the fucking stadium.
Right.
And they only had 3 arrests? Oh, man, something's going on.
Attaboy, Ro. We're on the same page on that. All right. That was Inside the Caves, this week's sports update. All right, no dirt sheets today, even though he sent me one. Nobody does the dirt sheets like Joe. So we're going to go right into the wrap-up.
It's time for the wrap-up.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Good show, guys. Cat, everybody. Did Velle make it to 2 weeks in a row?
Sure did.
Wait, what? Did Inside the Cave finally give some real advice? Wait, what?
Anything
did Kat? Hey, tried to. Hey, it did, man. Did Kat, the first lady of Inside the Cave, spit game in a room full of men? Wait, what? Did Roland say that Belichick threw the Super Bowl?
Right.
Wait, what? And is Sly still asleep over there? Wait, what? And that is the wrap up for today's episode.
Can I add one? Did Cousin Lamar refuse a direct order from CB on Inside the Cave to read a letter about a girl-on-girl experience?
Hey, how long cuz been married?
Right.
Exactly.
The wrap up with Velle.
Ain't no stopping us.
All right, guys. Don't forget shopcavecrushshop.com. Use the code. Hey, what's the promo code this week, Velle?
The promo code is TRUTH. TRUTH. Not TRUFE. Not TROOF. But truth. It's the real way to spell it.
Right when you get ready to check out, okay? Use Sly's promo code TRUTH, and you'll get a discount on all things Inside the Cave, Cave Crush, and the Inside the Cave podcast store. All right, shopcavecrushshop.com. Listen to us everywhere. If you listen to us on InsideTheCavePodcast.com, you can leave feedback while you listen. Don't forget to check out the Cleves Report. Shout out to Cousin Lamar, Velle, Kat, Sly, and Roland. This big dog. Said Joe Dirt and International DNA absence again. All love though. And Velle, go ahead and get us out of here, man.
Hey, fans, be on the lookout for those hashtag edit shirts coming real soon. We working on those. Coming soon. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for listening, tuning in for another week, another crazy episode. We catch y'all ass next show.
Thank you for listening to Inside the Cave. Get the latest Cave Crush and Inside the Cave gear at cavecrushshop.com. Ignorance with special guests and cave crushers. Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave. 3 Lee Films.